What is good? I hope you're well in the land of the living. I just wanted to share a little something I'm working on. It is an app. I'm just adjusting the app I'm talking to you on. But anyways, so let me shift this over here. Oh, I made it too small. There we go, main screen. So I am using ChatGPT. I made my own GPT specifically with the intent to connect to Pulse Chain. I'm using some aspects of some other apps out there. Shout out to Frankable and Pulsefolio. You guys have great apps. It's not that I don't like your apps, it's just I don't love them. Frankable was really close to what I wanted once upon a time, but now it's like more simplified, I guess. And I'm not a huge fan, I guess. So, you take your vision and you create it. I love that. I'm gonna do the same. So, yeah, as you can see, this is my prompt that I gave the my agent here. It's gonna help me out with creating this app. I'm also using replit because obviously, I don't know anything about coding. But what I have been doing is conversating with AI quite a bit to make my life easier. And I'm just realizing the extent of AI and how amazing it truly is. So, yeah, what we're going to do here is go ahead and drop this in to Replit. I've never given Replit this much information, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to save it. I'm actually going to give it to it as a text document. I believe that might be better. Not sure. We'll find out. Yeah, that was the other part of this, and why I was like, why not? Let's record it. So, excuse me. The first iteration of what I created with Replit is right here. It's not great. It's definitely got the idea, but this is not at all what I was going for. And like these flashing bubbles, they're so obnoxious. It's that's too much. But the fact that you can edit the update interval time, that's cool. Granted, for like running of the website, probably not a good idea. Probably should just have it about 60 seconds, maybe even like 160 seconds. And then, yeah, the fact that it says live up here, that's cool because it is a live thing that I'm creating. But anyways, other than that, I don't really know what that's even doing. You can click on these. That's cool. That's a great feature. Oh, and I didn't even notice this at first. You can move them. So that is cool. I like that a lot. And yeah, I haven't really played with that much. Just realized that literally like just the other day. But yeah, and then yeah, there's also these weird triangle things. Like, what is that about? So, just kind of click on these. This is V1. Now we're gonna see what V2 looks like. Let's go to the home, and we're just gonna create an entirely new app. We want to use that. Actually, I don't think I can name it the same thing, so I'll just name it the same thing with V2. So, PLS Super Tracker. And yeah. That doesn't really make sense to me. If it's not public, is there like a place I can go to look at other people's apps and edit them. Interesting, interesting. Anyways, yeah, I got 10 free slots left. Cool, let's do it. For anyone that hasn't used Replit, this is also a great, little starter video for you. Give you the tour, you can identify things. Gives you the tour here. You can meet your agent. Tells you that that you got the tools and files up here to add things, just kind of like a web browser. Super convenient. Over here you got your files, so quick access to that. And then obviously got the publish button up at the top when that time comes. And this little button here is how you open that file system. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that open. And yeah, we're just gonna straight drop this in here and see what happens. I'm not even gonna say anything, just gonna give it to it. Sometimes things take quite a while, but let's see what happens. It's gonna think really hard about this. Like I said, I've never actually given Replit such a vast amount of information. It do be doing things though. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, so we'll just watch this for a second and see what happens. I got some breakfast over here, so I'm gonna have some of that. Cheers. Gotta stay, gotta feed the brain. Yeah, I'm a little blind. Don't worry about it. It is so cool how it goes through this. Obviously, you can see it, but yeah, it sees issues, fixes them. And we need these V to C align things. Like I said, I'm not a coder. I'm not even going to, like, I think it actually was in there. Shit. I forgot to remove that, I do believe, but I think it has Wallet Connect optionality. I wasn't even going to have that in it because, there's no need to connect your wallet. I was thinking at first that I would have that in there because then you can, like, scan your wallet directly instead of potentially getting, like, a latency issue with the chain. Yes, it is still in there, but we'll be able to fix that later. So, this is going to be a great example of why prompting is so important. Like I said, I've been working with AI for a little while now, and yeah, it's crazy. If you don't talk to a normal person in an educated way that is clear and makes sense, they're not going to understand you either. So, how would an AI understand you even if you are communicating at the best of your level and trying to describe things in a way that makes sense? You definitely got to correct it still. You got to use AI to help build with AI. We're there. It's all just tools working together. You know, this bionic machine, which is my consciousness tool, working with these AI that are in the internet consciousness, I guess. And it's just crazy. It's crazy. The world we live in, man. The world we live in. Let's come back over here, though. Let's see. So it's creating the core type and chain configuration files. Look at that. CRS type dot TS pulse chain index TSX bada boom bada bang. Let's get the ABS and utilities. Now it's fetching prices for the portfolio logic. Creating the AI or UI components now, man, so fast, so fast. Imagine coding all of this by hand. I one day long ago, was really into computers and like building them mainly. Worked for an IT shop, and yeah, I don't know, it just wasn't what I expected it to be. But I almost transitioned into software because at that time there was not even like inclinations of AI, and you know how world changing that would be. So it's crazy to think about. If I would have gone down that path, my job would already have been replaced. Like, I don't know, what, 10 years, 10 years by? Like, as a coder, I could have potentially made money in that time, but my job would already have been replaced, and I would be looking for something else. But we got some action over here. So it's creating the visual components. It's creating the pie chart thing that I liked from Frankable. Or no, not Frankable. The Pulsefolio did that. Now it's configuring the package.json setup, the workflow. Hit sweet. And now we're running successfully on port 5000, which honestly is perfect. If it was 555,000 automatically, that would be amazing. Amazing. Get some of that brain food. Looks like we got a quite an error here. And I'll just make this bigger for you guys actually. I think it might be better to look at. It's a lot of blank space, I realized, on the screen there. This is so neat. So neat. Just seeing errors, it's fixing them. And I wouldn't even be able to write the code. Beautiful. I feel bad for the people on Fiverr that have been, doing coding for people for a long time. I guess, we still need auditors, but as of right now, but at a certain point, the AIs will just be able to audit themselves. This one's already doing it. But, obviously, you want to audit final products and stuff, but crazy. Probably have to cut this part out. I don't really know what it wants me to do, actually. I didn't realize that at first. Go back to the preview. Refresh this, running. Oh, this is on 3000, but it's running on port 5000. So we need to edit that. Put it on this one. 555. What? What if I close that? Okay. Hey, there we go. Little buttons for the win. Open that one in preview. That one still says 3000. Oh, we got... Okay, it stopped. I don't know if you've seen that. That was weird. Let's see. It's running. But that's all. Sweet. It is definitely... It's still fixing problems, so maybe that's what's going on here. It is definitely the same one. Even though I clicked on this one. That does not make sense. Cool. Cool. Oh, did my app just crash? Or was I making it in the browser? Oh, shit. No way. There's no way I was making it in the browser. Bro. Bro, I was. Why did it just open the browser to create a new app? No way. Okay, it's still here. It's still on the browser. It's still not running. I'm thinking, like I said, I don't know anything about coding. So, what I would imagine is going on here, based off of, replit talking through what it's doing, what I gave it and told it to use to code isn't what it actually needed. exactly, or replit just tried to do something else at first. I don't know. I've noticed replit is a little bit weird, but either way, just just gotta keep on keeping on in the improving of. Oh, we got an error running. Hey, but the to-do list is now complete. Documents, files, edit, replit. Still working. I'm thinking there's got to be something going on with that. Can I exit that? I can. Okay, so. Oh, nope, it's up now. There we go. Alright, that's gone now, I'm guessing, so I can actually open this preview. Is that? Nope. Okay, so that is the preview. App is ready to use, can be published whenever you're ready. The agent encountered an error while running. We are investigating the issue. Yeah, I see an error too. Don't see much of anything else other than an error, but let's take a look at what you said you did. Core features implemented. We got a wallet watching, which is exactly what we're going for here. And smart assistance, classification, automatic detection, and categories tokens uses LPv2 positions using on-chain contract calls. Got a portfolio dashboard. We're doing a dark theme, cause fuck being blinded by the lights. And interactive bubble map, definitely what I'm going for. 3D focus powered visuals, allocated pie chart. I like my visuals. We got live data, beautiful. This is the tech stack it used. I know what on-chain data is. I'm not sure why it says there's no external APIs needed. Pretty sure there's API keys for the on-chain data. But okay. So we got a little how to use section. Add a wallet. And all you really should have to do is paste it. Yes, that right there. That's what it says. And then we can view the portfolio. This automatically fetches balances for 8 known tokens. That is gonna have to change. We get interactive visuals. Like I said, I like my visuals. The plan is to have this be a very visually pleasing app and easy to look at. It appears it's not working anymore though, but I'm going to finish kind of scrolling through this. So the next steps. Yeah, definitely got some features to enhance, that's for sure. We don't have real price tracking right now? Okay. Okay. Exactly. You just, I guess. So maybe what this was about is this is just, like a placeholder. It's getting the code ready. And then down here, it's saying, yeah, we're gonna implement that and get it going. And then the LP v3 position support. Yeah, I don't know why it keeps trying to say Pulse X v3. There is no Pulse X v3. Is there something going on chain that we don't know about here? Huh. So I don't have replit. Obviously, I didn't feed replit information about Pulse chain, but the yeah, we're on the browser. What am I doing? It's throwing me off with my workflow. But over here in ChatGPT with my DeFi coding architect, I fed that the information that I wanted it to make sure it knew, which is obviously Pulse chain. I gave some links, I gave the links up here, and then yeah, it spit this out for me and is beautiful. But the point of that was that replit also, or not replit, ChatGPT, or better yet, my DeFi coding architect also had the V3 positions first labeled as pulse X. Like I said, 9mm. I guess let's go back it up real quick, because I gave my original prompt, like I said, to an AI. Then I gave that prompt to this. So yeah, what happened is it just says, yeah, from Frankables, we got customized settings and filters, because I really like that they give you the freedom to see your absolute shit coins that are worth nothing, and obviously remove them if you don't want to see them. But even though I said 9mm in my prompt, the AI removed the 9mm, I'm guessing because it thought it was not needed, but obviously that is important, because there's no V3 on Pulse X. So my app is not ready. And yes, you did. I think that's actually kind of visually pleasing there on the screen. Yeah, we're gonna rock it like that. I think that's probably. Oh fuck! My arm slipped off the thing. So let's see here. How do we want to approach this? First thought that comes to mind would be to go to the assistant and ask what's happening on my code. And one thing you can do with this is actually do skadoosh it. So now you can dual AI in replit. I like this feature a lot. If you look at, let me just go back over here. Come over here. So yeah, right here. The assistant answers questions, refines code, and makes precise details. But it doesn't say. Earlier I hovered over it. I could have swore I hovered over it, and it said something about actually needing some coding knowledge and understanding that, yeah, you've got to be precise, I guess, with it. I mean, you gotta just be precise with AI in general. But regardless, let's see if it can find the error. How do I word this? This is what I'm saying. You're gonna see a net prompt here. Okay, yeah. We'll just give it the information. Give it this. I'm running into an error, and the app is not loading. And then we shall see what it gives us. We'll shrink that way down, especially since there's nothing there anyways. Okay. I'll update the configuration to allow all hosts, which is necessary for a replit environment. The change will allow Vita to accept requests from any replit dev URL. Should it be any replit dev URL? I guess, that's why we have things audited. Oh, but that failed. I guess. Did it click? Did it try again? Well, at that point, obviously, we've got to go back over here to the architect. Oh yeah, I guess I should actually give it to it to yeah, it has to do with that port, don't it? See, this just gave me the code. Let's save the file, restart the dev server, and run. I mean, okay. Gonna go like this. Let's go like this. Okay. And these are all examples of terrible promptings. Just want to be clear. Get some more of this brain food over here real quick. So yeah, it seems like, just gave me the same thing. Oh no, it did. It's two separate issues. Okay, so yeah, we need to allow replit hosting in Vita pick the TS or JS based on the project. If you aren't sure, open the project root. If you have Vita config TS, use the TS snippet. Otherwise, make a Vita config.json. Cool. Like in the code. That's what I'm saying. I don't know shizzle about this, but I got a vision that I want to see come to fruition. Scooch that over. There we go. That's enough. Okay. So what we're looking for is to pick the TS or JSON based on your project. Okay, so that is right there, Vita, boom. We want to click on that. Then it seems as if I need to just take this out of here. I need to remove things. This needs to be bigger. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So this is pretty small. This one's way longer. I have an idea. First things first, we're gonna scan through the rest of this. So the code, obviously. Then, oh, this is the two separate codes for the TS and the JS. Which one is this? Yes, it's the TS that I need. Same as Vice says, allow all hosts, otherwise overboard. Okay, so then I also need to make the package.json file, read it, and then fix the commit failed, not initialized. Interesting. Oh, that's literally, I was sitting here reading it and just kind of thinking of exactly for sure what it is that I want to do moving forward, and it literally this says the first thing that I had thought of doing. So we will be doing that right now. We're going to start with the vita.config.ts. That's what we're in right here. Very little code here. So we'll just copy that and paste it right in here. First things first, we'll come back up here to let it know what the plan is. Actually, I forget that you can't operate the keyboard the way I want in here. With, you know, if you push the enter key, it sends it to the AI. Yeah, I don't need to say yeah so much. I like that idea. I'll give you the Vita and JSON. Let's start with the Vita. Or VD? I realize I'm saying Vita. It's not actually Vita. It's, when you type things. Either way, I'm sure it'll understand. And I did not give it to it, but perfect, drop it in here. Here you go. Let me give it to you. I didn't give it to you. You can't stop. Stop. See, again, this is why you gotta do things correctly. Oh, and of course, get rid of that. Come back over here. And copy. And paste. See? I'm riding the struggle bus while doing this. It's just about pushing through and coming out the other side. Just out of curiosity purposes. Yeah, go back up there. And I don't know why it wants to say upgrade, because I already did upgrade. Oh, I've already used 70% of my usage. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is gonna be a long process. Yeah, no, it's still, because obviously that's not the problem. Because the AIs who know coding way more than me are telling me that's not the problem. Coming from blah blah blah, not just valid. Gotcha. So that makes sense, I guess. I don't even see where it says that. Allowed host all. Okay then. Yeah, it did make sense until I just realized that. Does it say it over here? Vita. Blah 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 blah. No, because that's copy and paste from over there. But apparently that's, it's right there. Right there. Right in front of your face. Okay, so we got a safe way here. A replit friendly config that keeps everything the way it should. Okay, so it's gonna allow replit routing preview, bind all interfaces, respect replit's ports, set HMR and HTTPS web viewers. I guess it didn't do that. Adds a preview. No wonder I can't see it. Okay, so drop in this replacement. Yeah, this is why you can't just use replit. It changed the colors of things, so I was like, wait a second. But it did take everything, I do believe. Yeah, seems like it. Okay, so now I come back over here. We just go to the package.json and then add the dev dealio. Oh, I see it. Has dev'd. Okay. Yeah, that looks the same, but this is not the same. So we want to change this to this. Hopefully. Okie dokie. Now, that's the preview window. Look at that! It's working now. The dark theme is terrible, absolutely terrible, and it doesn't have actual connections yet. But it's worse than the first one. Okay. So, we've learned something. Prompting is important, but replit is fun to work with. So, just gonna have to get after it, right? I'll bring you some updates here in the future, though. Like, subscribe, comment, namaste.